Coming up tonight on the Ministry of Dude. They have a new comic book coming out.
Another one?
This is by Drunk 3PO. He's the guy that is always taking pictures with Gina Carano going, hey, aren't we cool friends? Woke! It's woke! There's a black girl as the main character. It's woke! Black girl, that's double woke. I thought you guys were against this woke. It's woke!
Why is there a picture of her in a nightie laying in her bed?
Why is a person on YouTube named Drunk 3PO making children's comics?
Wasn't there a book about a fish that fucking tells this same story except for way better?
I hate it already! I'm sorry, but Sydney Bloodruth, that's a terrible name. She looks more like a LaQuisha Bloodruth or a Shaquanda Bloodruth.
Nika.
Or her, just a little on the nose, her name's Rwanda Bloodruth. Has a tattoo of.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's fun. But the main thing I wanted to show you guys for the Rippaverse shit is they have a new comic book coming out.
Another one?
Well, it's not a Rippaverse comic book. This is
okay.
by Drunk 3PO, one of the NerdTuber people. He's the guy that is always taking pictures with Gina Carano going, hey, aren't we cool friends? And he has this this comic series called Achromatica or something like that, or something stupid like that. What is it? Achromatic, the Achromatic Chronicles. Really don't know
Oh, so you
anything
didn't
about.
know how to color?
Is that like a disease?
It's gonna definitely feel like one. So this is the trailer.
Every day I do the same thing. I
Oh,
go
God.
to school, I do my homework, and I go to bed. I wake up the next day.
Woke! It's woke! There's a black girl as the main character. It's woke! Black girl, that's double woke. I thought you guys were against this woke shit. It's woke!
Why is there a picture of her in a nightie laying in her bed?
That is weird.
And I do it all over again. No one in Grey World ever does anything different. Here, different is the worst thing you can be.
God damn.
Woke! Sorry.
If you're
That
different,
is woke.
It's
Like, I'm being, like, sarcastic a little bit, but it kind of is like, by their standards, a woke comic book.
Yeah, like the black girl. Sure, it could not be woke, but it's not the reason. I know you're joking, but wow, it's the real world. It's all the same. It's all black and white. I'm so different. Shut up.
Yeah, this is some bad shit.
you go away and you don't come back. I don't want to be different. Besides, everyone is depending on me to do the right thing. My dad, my friends, my teachers.
let's disappoint all of them.
My only
I mean, main person gonna be disappointing is the goddamn readers. Gonna be like, what is this shit? Dude, look at
Is
this
this
art.
supposed to be like a kid's comic, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's kind of like an all ages comic book. Why is a person on YouTube named Drunk 3PO making children's comics?
That's weird.
Wow.
Look, I understand if like you like to write stuff for kids. Like I considered at one point in my early 20s because that's an easy market to get into. You write kids books, they'll fucking pretty much take anything, right?
Kids are dumb. Kids are
Dude,
dumb. am I
But here's the
right?
thing. I don't want to think about children that much, ever, to write stories for them. That's why you leave it to women. Women are good at writing children's books.
Or usually when men do it because they become parents.
Yeah.
That's the natural course. Not
Yeah,
some fucking single
You notice that
male,
with
no
filmmakers a lot?
kids.
Like, Robert Rodriguez was a great example. He was making these, like, over-violent, like, From Dusk Till Dawn, Desperado, El Mariachi, like, these fucking like bloody movies, and then when his kids started getting old enough, he made Spy Kids.
Oh, those were dog shit.
Dude, I liked
I've
the
had to
first two when
watch
I was a
all of
kid.
those. Oh my god.
Spy Kids 2 is a bad
Ugh.
movie, but the behind the scenes for that movie is a really cool, like, look into what you could do with just some green screens and some lighting. Because most of that movie was filmed on green screen.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the third one.
Wasn't
Jesus
there-
Christ.
Wasn't there a book about a fish that fucking tells this same story except for way better?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Rainbow Fish?
Mm-hmm.
Is playing in the woods. Sometimes I play with my best friend John, but most of the time I play by myself.
Excuse me, what?
Next time is she a single kid, I'm assuming?
Anyway. Take your minds out of the gutter.
It's just the word, like, you try not to think any person that
Still,
writes about-
she goes with her friends to the woods to play with his
Oh, we're
Look
back
at
to
that.
balls.
so the very round the white boy, he has very round
like I've said before, I don't like the idea of just painting anyone that says or writes or does anything that involves children as a weirdo. But
Yes.
then you listen to the words they write down and record as a voiceover for their trailer, and they say things like, or play by myself. Like this is why you just stay away from this shit. You just stay away from it.
She's cupping the with the two hands. She's cupping the
All right,
boys.
Kyle. Kyle.
What?
He's not wrong in how she's drawn.
Why does her face keep changing?
Because the artist is terrible.
This shit.
John isn't afraid to ask questions and be different. The more questions he asks, the more questions I find myself having. I can't help wondering what might be outside.
That's the whole
Rainbow.
problem
And
with society. Young people asking too many questions.
This just sounds like it's a allegory for being trans.
Yeah, young people should shut the fuck up and be like
Listen.
the other people. Learn first.
What is that? What is the thing my dad used to say? God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so you can listen twice as much as you talk. Now shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't stop.
Can learn when you're talking, don't listen.
Can you keep a secret?
No, we're not doing this.
Do you want to
We're
build a
not,
snowman?
we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Do I need to describe?
I said I don't want to try and, like, paint this guy as a creep. And then he writes things like, can you keep a secret?
About my
That is
balls?
not a phrase you should ever hear from a child. Or ever say to a child.
But his are a secret. You can't tell anyone. You gotta go to the woods and hold the balls.
Even made a new friend.
I'm
Her name is
a
Green, and she comes from the
green.
color world. Green needs my help, and I have a feeling things are never going to be the same.
Would you guys like to see how many
Well,
copies this has
oh,
sold so far?
Those letterings are shit. Those fonts are shit. Whoever
Oh,
did
I've got
that,
way better fonts. I got them for free. This is how many books he's sold so far. He's hasn't even broke 1,000.
You
good.
zoom in, it's all fuzzy for me. Oh, okay. There we go.
Why is her hair balls?
Because everything is balls,
Everything is
Kyle.
balls.
Everything is balls. We live in a ball world. Earth is a ball.
Did this guy just learn to draw circles and he's like, oh, everything's gonna be a circle?
Yes, that's pretty much it.
Everything's gonna be a circle. Fuck it, I love circles.
It looks
Get the fuck out of here, Oval.
Why are wait, go back.
No
Why
ovals
are
allowed.
her, why are her what's the name of the thing, the
Elbow?
Not the shoulder, the elbows. Go back there too.
Oh, you saw her knobby knees too.
Why are her elbows so ashy? That's the ashiest.
Oh,
elbow.
damn. Yeah. I think what they're trying to do is that you see the light
I
of the
know.
ball gives her color, but it does make her look very
That
ashy.
does look terrible.
Yes. No.
Cringe says they're Afro puffs, cracker.
So is she selling
Whoa.
green?
Yeah, the color, the little ball color, it's a character. Because they couldn't come up with anything else to put other than the shape of a ball.
Let's ask Woke Dog. Oh, oh, oh.
Why is my dog barking at my comic books?
But dude, this is not going well for Rippaverse.
I mean, he's at 72% of his goal.
They haven't broke $50,000 yet. They haven't broke $40,000.
Dude,
yet.
he spent like $3 making this, so
I swear, dude, like Vito redrew some of this shit, and I was like, wow, Vito did a better job drawing that character than the actual artist for the book.
oh, for his shit.
Well, he was just like fucking around, being like, this face looks all weird, so I redid it, and it was like it looked miles better than like it wasn't anything like drastic either. It just the face was not leaning to one side, you know, it wasn't like fucking.
Oh yeah,
It was very
Symmetrical.
strange. Vito's
Yeah,
Twitter.
but I don't like. It's not because it's a black girl, but it's the whole premise is like, I'll be different. Everyone's the same. You gotta be different. Keep secrets.
I
You
think
shouldn't be teaching kids to keep secrets, especially in today's society. It's the whole problem.
I think these books are Drunk 3PO admitting that he's gay.
oh my god, it's just like
pedophile.
Pleasantville too. Remember that? With Tobey Maguire.
Was that a movie? Classic Pedophile with Tobey Maguire?
Pleasantville.
This week on TNT, Classic Pedophile starring Tobey Maguire.
Is he a pedophile? I don't know.
No, not that I know
Toby,
of.
can you sit there, please? We gotta talk. This is Chris Hansen.
So yeah, that shit is embarrassing, but not quite as embarrassing as the line that Rippaverse wants to brag about at their latest meetup. So
Is that Eric? Is that
This-
thing Eric?
yes, that's Eric right there. So you can't count Eric, and you can't count this woman in the front because that is one of the Soska sisters. You can tell by how
You
old
mean
and
the
fat her
Saucy
shoulders are.
sisters? Ayo.
So let's see how many people we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. You have
see
17
17.
people waiting in line.
Is that Justin Trudeau?
It looks like the guy from Gladiator has the big
I
scars on
think
his
you can
face.
take off another 2 or... I think you can take off another 2 or 3 from that count. I think like a couple of
I'm being
dudes
generous.
there with Steph.
The fat guy in the
Yeah.
back thought it was a snack bar line.
Dude, look how fat this guy is. This guy is bigger than the rest of the line combined. Holy
that guy
shit.
is old as balls.
Guy's so fat, he's
Yes.
making me want to eat.
They got banana titties.
Eating snacks, dude. Holy
His titties
shit.
are trying to run away underneath his armpits. How does that
I'm
work?
gonna be fat again. Yeah. No, but roll back. Before the fat guy.
Oh. I didn't think about it. These two guys are employees.
Gay?
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. No, but keep going. The guy before he gets to the fat one.
I did. I had 2 bottles of water already, and my
He
Dude.
looks like Justin Trudeau, but keep going.
Look at this fucking blurred right here.
What is that?
I've never seen a fat man with that big of traps before. Dude.
electrolyte water's over there.
Look. And pause.
What was wrong with his face? He almost has meth face.
He probably had bad acne as a kid.
Hey, look, is that the lost member of Hanson in the back?
What the is that? Is he licking his dentures?
I don't.
That dude pretending he's like 20 something is like 57.
There are a lot of boomers that love the Rippaverse shit.
Hey,
See, says I can
fella.
smell that line. Yo, what up, KF? See you in a minute. How is
What
the
the hell
woman
is-
behind him less fat?
I don't know. She's pretty big too.
I know.
They had the same tits. Gotta.
You know, so like they stopped there because this person, like, oh, we got another. Nope, that's not our line.
Yep, just passing by.
Oh, it's a normal, you know, moderately attractive woman walking by our line. Oh, walking.
I'll give you
Past.
$5 to stand here right quick.
Yeah.
Might be trans. I wouldn't.
Dude, the Rippaverse cannot stop embarrassing themselves lately, and it's been really nice. It's been really good because they've been boring for a while. They ain't done shit. It was nice that they
Yeah,
finally.
he's probably trying to keep himself out of bankruptcy.
This program is brought to you by viewers like you. Join the Hammer Club and sign up at ministryofdude.locals.com.
That's the Somalians that live there. That's why he
Oh,
stays.
we got a Somalian later in the show. Guess who's back?
Johnny.
Johnny Somali is back later in the show. Before that, enough of this yammering. Let's do this Rippaverse shit real quick. So let's get this over with. I hate it already.
Wait a minute. Did they say the first ever horror
Yeah,
comic?
from Rippaverse.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
I'm
wait a minute, what?
assuming they don't mean ever, because that was.
Well, I read it like 3 times. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Are they making a claim? Okay,
Like,
fair enough.
you know what pulp, you remember the movie Pulp Fiction, right?
Yep.
Well, that movie got its name from what they used to call pulp novels, which is like just very cheap, like paperbacks that were printed on like cheap paper, right?
Oh
It's-
yeah, I know.
So they were like
exactly
very
what you're talking
rough, and that's what a pulp, novel is. They had the same thing for comic books, where they would do like crazy like horror like stories, like you'd have like a picture of like a dark castle with like a man hanging in the forefront and like all this like a
Yeah.
vampire or some shit. Horror comic books was actually one of the reasons why the comic book code came into use. Like, I know
for
you
rating, I guess.
yeah, like so like for, I don't know, like 40, 50 years, you had to get your comic book certified by the Comic Book Code Authority. Yeah. And
Oh,
I
great.
think that ended in the 90s. I'm not certain about that. I'm sure there's more people knowledgeable. My knowledge is very cursory on that kind of stuff. But yeah, they were like the MPAA of comic books, and they wouldn't let you. That's why they had to bleep out words, like curse words in comics.
Mhm.
Even if the comic was for like an older audience, you still had to like remove the word or put like the symbols in place of the word. You couldn't say fuck in a comic
Oh.
book for like 60 years. You couldn't even
Fair
say
enough.
damn in some of them. Like
Fair
it
enough.
was pretty like strict.
Yeah, I didn't know they were that strict.
Yeah. It could be worse as is the horror story Eric July smiles at you with his Sasquatch shoulders in the dark. That's gonna be Smile 3. It's just Eric July with his fucking hairy ass shoulders. I'm sorry, but Sydney Bloodruth, that's a terrible name. She looks more like a LaQuisha Bloodruth. Or a Shaquanda Bloodruth.
Ted Nika.
Or her, just a little on the nose, her
Nisha?
name's Rwanda Bloodruth.
Nope.
my period
God
blood.
put a mark on the damned that would let others know they are not to be killed. Anyone who harmed the damned would be punished 7 times over. The damned were hidden from God's presence and forced to live out their lives carrying out the punishment of their cursed bloodline.
Ken just sent me a picture of snow. I thought this was a giant tumbleweed, but I think it's just his bushes. That's fucked. Why do you have a picnic table, Ken? That's weird. No grown man needs a picnic table.
Pumped through the veins of one descendant to the next. All born.
Nacho just sent me this.
Hello, Sydney.
Perfect. Halloween themed. Woo!
It's just spooky.
Or the same mark. I know that my family carries a cursed bloodline.
I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of slavery talk, or at least allusions in this book. Because that's all white women can like focus on when they're writing like a black character is about how they were slaves. Because I think it makes them sexually aroused.
I wonder. Do some race play.
To face the damned.
We didn't make the Mandingos for us, Ray.
Our bloodline attracts the damned.
Didn't make them for us.
And gives us the power to fight them.
But I thought you're not supposed to fight them.
For the one that got away.
Because you get punished 7 times over.
Beckons me forth. This feeling I have is getting worse. Something pulls me west.
God, this reminds me of...
I must find out why. I am the last one of us left. The blood
Is she a
of
Van
my
Helsing?
family.
Is she Black Helsing?
Black Helsing.
Blelsing?
She's a ripoff of so many different things, but to be fair to them, so is most things. But this feels no creative kind of like twist. Like, you just made it a black woman that uses her period blood for magic and demons? Like,
So is she a damned also?
I think she's just like a period blood witch.
But they said the damned were hidden and you can't hurt them or touch them or you get punished 7 times over. What did that?
In the second I saw him, there was demon monkeys that stole somebody from a warehouse.
I forgot about the demon monkeys.
I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing that happened. Like, the whole main plot of Isom 2 is that demon monkeys appear in Isom's warehouse and steals his warehouse manager.
Is this an important person?
No explainable reason. None. No, there's no reason why he got kidnapped. Why are demons after Isom? He doesn't really seem like the kind to deal with demons.
Maybe because he's so powerful and they can sense it.
He doesn't have any powers, though.
But that we know of, maybe the demon.
I mean, he has fallen
do.
from like 10 stories up into a car and didn't die. But that's I kind of chalk that up more to bad writing than I do like superpowers.
Thick skulls, yeah. It's like
because usually the formula,
helmet.
especially for superheroes, is you establish the character, you establish the power, and you establish the world. Right? That's pretty much what your first issue is. Who is this guy? What can he do? Where is he at? And then,
but what if you're dumb?
Well, if you're dumb, you won't even bother to look up, I don't know, like story structure or how to build a background with a character. Like, you can just like look at other comics and go, oh, so this is how they showed this aspect of this person through just this picture. Because that's the challenge with comic books over like film. Film, you have movement and you have sound, and you have dialogue. You have so many things that can convey information. On a comic book, you have a square and a bubble. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So the people who are really good at like giving you like very detailed like panels and stuff, like Alex Ross. Alex Ross draws everything and watercolors everything. Like, but his stuff is so fucking detailed. Like, you can feel this world. It feels like someone was actually painting like real things.
A real
Because a lot of
scene,
it is he's taking real models or old photos of like you know, like not turn of the century, but like mid-century athletes, you know, the ones like big barrel-chested guys. Like he goes for that classic look and feel, and he uses real people to give him that.
Model form, got you.
Or he just finds like old photographs, you know, and
Yeah.
like he's one of the guys that used the light box, but you look at the photograph that he took it from and the image he made, and it's like you can see the similarities, but you're like, this is like he's just completely reimagined all this shit. It's not dropping 3D assets into a
Yeah.
Runs through my veins, and no one can take that away from me. I am not alone. I am their hope. I promise
There's
you.
dragons.
No matter what.
There's dragons now.
There's dragons now.
To the shit. I love it. I love
Man,
it.
I feel like we skipped something. We're riding dragons.
When did we get introduced to dragons in this world? I thought it was just Texas that succeeded
I
from the
know.
Union. Now
What
there's
the fuck?
dragons and shit. Demon monkeys.
Okay.
Man, you know what? Eric July's making the best case for Texas staying a part of the Union ever. Because according to him, the moment they succeed, there's going to be like a bunch of wild shit in this fucking state.
Apparently.
Apple Eater says, "Is it a blood dragon?" Probably.
That's her period. That's the dragon's name.
Like, one, blood magic as an idea is stupid.
Yeah.
And then when you give it to a female character, now it's just intrinsically gross. Because there's only one thing anybody can think about when referencing a woman and the word blood.
That they're
You doing
super cool.
Rippaverse?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'll be back in another half hour.
They just dropped the trailer for Blood Ruth, Kyle. And there's dragons in this. Hey Jewess, happy Halloween.
I think we should start over so he can get the whole gist of the story.
Yeah,
Well,
can
I'm
we start
waiting.
over?
I'm waiting to get through this because I want to put my Halloween costume on, and I can't do it while we're watching this because it could be construed as racist.
You might get too hard.
No, it could be construed.
Can't
as
get out of
racist.
your pants.
My Halloween costume is a
Gregorio?
yeah. Hey guys, I'm Greg Rumo. And no, this is not considered blackface.
It's
As much as I'd like
monkey.
it to.
Monkey face.
What? Come hell or high water or actual hell itself. I am through with running. Flores Park had better be ready for me.
Who?
Floor Spark. They can't keep their own pronunciation of their town the same. Half the time they pronounce it Floor Spark, other half they pronounce it Floors Park. It's like they keep moving the
Oh,
S.
that's the name of the town.
Yeah, they keep moving. Why wouldn't you just call it Dallas? Because we all know that's where it's supposed to be.
Or
Just
you
call
could
it
name it. There's Alice, Texas. Maybe you can do that if you don't
Allen,
want to do
Texas.
Dallas.
That's
Allen.
a pretty.
Yeah.
There's an Allen, Texas. You could do what they did with Superman and take like a town that isn't big, like Metropolis. Metropolis is a real place, but it's not. It's like the size of I don't know, like probably like maybe 100,000 people, 200,000 at the most.
Maybe. I don't know. You
And
go to Planet Houston.
it's a pretty like small town. Like you would think Metropolis would be like the size of like fucking Chicago or something. I think it's in Indiana. Cityville, that'd be a good one.
Cityville. Be easy to
Townville.
remember.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh, it's 4
no.
unique covers, not
Oh no.
4 volumes.
He's doing this, dude. Oh, I fucking hate this shit.
He got that from
Funko Pop? Why
yeah.
not?
It's not a Funko Pop, Kyle. It's worse.
plushie.
It's worse than a Funko Pop.
It's we have Funko Pop at home.
It's a stuffed animal.
Animal?
Well, I mean, it's a stuffed toy. Like they call
Yes.
them plushies now, which I hate the feminization of words. Plushie. It sounds like something a little girl would call it.
Yes, because it's made for little girls. Let them call it plushes.
Oh my god.